So tonight I've decided that we are going to go through a run through of Ghosts of Thornton Hall, one of the Nancy Drew games. It's one of my favorite games just simply because I like the more spooky kind of Nancy Drew. I mean, Nancy Drew has oh gosh, she has games that are more like learning. She has games that are more like classic mystery kind of type games, and I love the spooky games that come out. Very first one I played was called Message in a Haunted Mansion, and that was amazing. Anyway, we're gonna start off new game. I always like playing amateur sleuth just because it gives you more hints and stuff.
What time is it?
Late.
Savannah? Is that you? What's wrong?
I got a case for you.
Can it wait until later?
I'm sorry, it can't. There's been a kidnapping. A girl just a little older than you.
Shouldn't the police be taking care of this?
There's only so much they can do, and she needs to be found before something bad happens.
What do you mean?
The call came in from me, but I can't go. Thornton Hall is a dangerous place for people like me.
Ghost hunters, you mean? So people think it's haunted?
They know. Jessalyn needs someone who ain't afraid to run after her. That ain't me. What I'm asking of you is dangerous.
After everything you did for me in Japan? I'll do it.
Thank you. Drive to the airport now. I'll arrange a ticket. And Nancy, I didn't call you just because you're a good detective. I called you because you're a skeptic. Thornton Hall is no place for anyone who believes.
Well, then you called the right detective.
I'm serious. You think long and hard about that before you get on that plane. If what you find on the island is going to get to you, don't go. Stay home.
Don't worry, I'm on the case.
Alright, here we go.
You sure about this?
I am.
Watch yourself around the Thorntons. They earn their bad reputation.
Well, thanks for being concerned. I should be okay.
Depends who's here. Hope for your sake Wade's not skulking around. Or that loony bin reject Harper. But it's Charlotte you best watch for. Black Rock Island belongs to her now. Has ever since the night the fire took her. Take care now.
So, anyway, this is a game. This Thornton Hall. Look how creepy it is. With all the trees and tangles and even the gate, you're just kind of like, spooky. Anyway, so you walk up to the house. If you turn around, there's what am I trying to say? Cemetery off here, and then there's another area off here we won't get to till later.
Jessalyn?
Nope.
Excuse me?
Sorry. Of course you're not. I'm just tired.
No, don't be. I'm Nancy.
You're here to help?
Savannah Woodham called me in. She seems to think there's a supernatural explanation to Jessalyn's disappearance.
A couple of days back, that would have earned an eye roll. I'm Colton, the fiancé. Welcome to Thornton Hall. I'd extend you all the courtesies of the Thornton clan, but we seem to be about 20 years too late for that. You might need this. I found it in the house.
Is this Jessalyn's?
Yeah, it's dead though, and the charger got mangled by something. Maybe you could channel all that inquisitive energy into seeing if you can get that old phone back up and running.
Were you and Jessalyn getting married soon?
Yes,
Any chance this is just pre-wedding jitters?
she might have had second thoughts about the wedding. Trust me, everyone does. But she never let anyone worry about her like this. She loved her family more than anything.
Is it safe to assume you had second thoughts about the wedding?
I never said that.
True, but you implied it. You said, trust me, everyone does.
I know. I remember it like it was just moments ago.
I love Colton. I love his little snarky sense of humor and stuff. He kind of ends up being like, you think, okay, he's got to be responsible, especially when you find stuff out later on.
Goodbye.
Bye.
But now watch this. We're gonna go over here. Creepy! I mean, it's just a swinging back and forth, but it's like creepy. Anyway, you go in the door. That's the upstairs area. Down there is where we'll go in a little bit. But right now we want to go right over here and talk to Clara, who is Jesselyn's mom.
You must be Nancy.
Yes, you must be Clara, Jesselyn's mother.
Yes,
I want you to know that I'm here to help you with anything you need.
that's real sweet, hon.
I know you may not want me here since you didn't actually call me yourself.
So long as you help me find Jesselyn, you're welcome under what's left of my roof here.
Who did Jesselyn come here with?
Addison. I tried talking to her, but she was a wreck. Here. She'll have calmed down a bit by now. I hope.
What do you think happened to Jesselyn?
You wouldn't know by the look of this dump, but we're worth a great deal of money. Well, that's what I thought this was. But then, no, not yet at least. I can't believe I'm praying for a ransom note to show up. It's like someone's trying to punish us.
Why do you say that?
Thornton Hall was once something truly beautiful. But so much greed and tragedy built up in these walls that when they started to crumble, I wanted to save this place, make it mine. But I couldn't. So whoever took Jessie wanted us to sit here in this broken down old house waiting for her.
Is there any chance Jesselyn's disappearance could be cold feet?
My Jessie would never put her family through this nightmare, never.
Were things good between Colton and Jesselyn?
They had their rows and their romantic dinners, same as any couple. Colton had some, well, hon, he had some issues, but they worked through them.
You mentioned that Colton had some issues. What did you mean?
To put it delicately, family issues. Never you mind, it has nothing to do with what's going on now.
And actually it does, but we'll find that out later.
Why is everyone here? Shouldn't we be out searching for Jesselyn?
I closed down the company. The entire staff is out combing the woods. I said, sit home or join the search. You get paid either way. Not a soul stayed home. Jesselyn grew up in the business. She's got a lot of people looking out for her. I can be thankful for that. The police recommended a presence here. They said we'd have a better chance of noticing if something was off here, knowing the place and all.
I'd better get going.
Take care.
Okay, so now I'm gonna bring up some issues here. I'm gonna bring up some things that I've noticed since playing this game. Like Claire said that she wanted to save the place. She wanted to restore it and all that. And I mean, that's really good. But, she's very vague. She never gives you the whole story. I always wonder, well, why couldn't she? Is it because... Oh, look at that.
Can't do that right now.
Oh, sorry. I mean, what? I love the old pictures. That's another reason why I like the spooky games. Anyway, you can pick up books, and I'll let you guys pause it if you want to take a look at it and read everything. I like how in a lot of Nancy Drew books, you do end up learning things. I mean, you learn about, like, female spies and female spies and stuff like that. And there's a thing in here about one of the, I think it's this one. I think it's Emma Edmonds, but she is a member of the Thornton family from like way back. Oh, and this is important because this is a diary that kind of lets you know why the ferryman was like, watch out for those Thorntons. So basically, I mean, they've had some bad luck, and a lot of families do. Oh, and this is kind of fun. A lot of times in like games and street games, she'll have like, you can order sandwiches, you can make your own sandwich, you can do stuff. Anyway, you need the oranges, so you take those, and then you got your tea set. So you can pour yourself a cup of tea, and then you have your choice of sugar, mint, and lemon. And you just pick that up, and you drink it. But like, I like a lot of Nancy Drew. Oh, and I almost forgot. The other thing you're gonna need when you're over here is.
I already have one.
Oh, sorry. Well, you're gonna need more than one, but anyway. But, okay, if you go up here,
It looks like the painting is missing.
you'll come across all these paintings and stuff. And here's the room where I believe Addison and Jesselyn were staying. Oh, and here's another book. You want to read this because you'll know a little bit about the family, and that'll come in handy a little later. Okay.
What's that smudge? It almost looks like something was painted over.
Oh, and this is Clara. And this is the door of Charlotte's room. And you can't get in there yet. Alright, so we're gonna call Addison right now.
Hello?
Addison, my name is Nancy Drew. I'm calling to see if you can help me with something.
Is this about Jesselyn?
Yes?
I can't. I'm sorry.
The sooner we can find out what happened to her, the better her chances of survival.
Okay. I'll help with what I can.
Can you walk me through what happened the night Jesselyn went missing?
She was about to get married, and I think the pressure of it was getting to her. It was supposed to be a night of blowing off some steam. Jess always loved a good scare. She used to make me sneak into scary movies with her when we were kids. So, in a weird way, spending the night searching for a ghost sort of made sense for a bachelorette party. At first, it was really fun. We were running around trying to scare ourselves silly. We were making these recordings like we were on a ghost hunter show. Then, things got strange.
Did you notice any secret passages or tunnels while you were at the house?
No, but it was so drafty in there, it would surprise me if there weren't.
Okay, and that's another thing I want to bring up is it's like these people supposedly lived in this house. I mean, at least for part of their lives. And you're telling me, because of course there are, I mean, it's an answer game, so of course there are going to be secret passages and stuff like that. You're telling me that nobody ever discovered these secret places? I don't know. Part of me thinks that they did know, but they're just trying to keep it. Maybe not necessarily Addison, but it's like you find out later that Jessalyn definitely knew, or at least she found out.
Is there anything you remember that might help me find Jessalyn?
No. Actually, wait. Hang on. Upstairs, there was this door. Jess was desperate to get it open. Between you and me, I was relieved that she couldn't figure it out.
Really? Why?
I could feel eyes on me all night long.
What were you doing at Thornton Hall that night?
A scavenger hunt, but I don't know. There was something strange about it.
In what way?
Jess was looking for something toward the end of the night. Kinda desperately. It stopped being fun. That's all I know.
How was Jessalyn acting that night?
She was classic Jess for most of the night.
Then something happened?
Yeah. We were in the house and suddenly she just screams. And then she's nowhere to be found.
What happened?
I was alone in the house, jumping at every noise, too afraid to move. It felt like hours. Then she came back. She wouldn't say what had happened. She wouldn't even talk to me. She wanted to be left alone. She went downstairs, and that was that.
Okay, here's my thought process, especially when considering what happens later on. I think she found a secret passageway. Well, no, actually I take that back. I'm not going to reveal it to you guys yet, but something happens, and she has a surprise, and so remember what she said, because later on you'll find out why she disappeared, or how she disappeared.
You said things got strange. What did you mean?
It was her and me up in that freezing house, and I remember thinking, I'll never get to sleep. But then I started to feel fuzzy.
Fuzzy?
Like I was underwater or something. And I noticed Jess was gone again. I wanted to get up and find her, but I couldn't move. It was like this invisible hand was pinning me down. I heard a strange voice. It wasn't Jess. Then it was the morning. I was alone and Jess was gone.
Also keep an eye on that too, because you find out the reason why later.
What do you think of Colton?
What's to think? He's always been decent to me and Jess.
You said you heard a voice.
Charlotte. I'm sure of it.
Did she say anything?
She sang. I only heard a little bit.
How's Jessalyn's relationship with Clara?
Okay, maybe a little strained.
How so?
Jess used to call her Chairman Mom. Behind her back, of course.
Do you think Clara could have anything to do with Jessalyn going missing?
I don't think Jess was afraid of Clara. But still, I can't say for sure.
Would you consider yourself a believer in the paranormal?
If you'd asked that last week, I would have made some crack about Bigfoot.
And now?
And now I'm going to say that I don't believe. Because I'm afraid if I let myself believe, I'll be opening a door that no one can close.
Goodbye.
Find Jess.
Okay, so real quick, before anything else, now if you notice, we've got like a little wallpaper. What I like about the wallpaper is that you get, not only do you get to choose your wallpaper and your ringtone, but they choose from like, give you choices from like different games. Actually, I think I'll keep that one. And then your ring back. Let's do that one. Alright. And then you've got your camera. So, like, you can take pictures. And that'll come in handy. That mainly comes in handy in, like, certain puzzles and stuff. But anyway, your phone, you've got Addison, you've got Bess, and Ned is with her, so you get to talk to Ned too, and then you got Savannah. I don't think we'll talk to anybody else right now. And let's see. Nope, not yet. Alright. So, what I like about Junior Detective for Amateurs, you've got your task list, and you know, it gives you like hints and stuff, which I really like. And then you've got your journal, you've got your observations, and then you've got your suspects. Okay, so first thing I think we'll do, let's go talk to Clara again.
Nancy,
What's the story with the locked room upstairs?
it's Charlotte's. We don't go in there.
It might help me figure out what's going on if I could take a look around.
Best of luck. That door locked itself up tight the day of her funeral. There's not a key in this world that'll open it. I've tried.
Mm-hmm.
See you later.
See you later, hon.
Okay, so you go in here. You gotta click on all the portraits. That's important. And then you come in here. You'll need that. And you read this. And this is the part that you'll want to read. Although it is kind of fun to read other... Oh, and this is another kind of cool thing. And I don't know particularly how they do this or how they decide, but it's like they put pictures in there of like real people. I think it's people who either work for Her Interactive.
I don't have all the parts I need.
Okay. So you use that, you'll use the fruit, and there's something else you'll use, and I forget what that is.
This must be the missing painting.
Yep, and you'll take that. And you'll use this later. Oh, and you also... You'll also use that later too. come over here, and that'll be a puzzle. And then you read that.
That didn't sound good.
Turn around. Alright. So let's go back. I can't remember if we have everything. Nope. I don't think we have, well, or do we? Ah, okay. Maybe. Maybe not. Nope, I don't think we have everything yet. If you're ever stuck, if you click the question mark, it says I need a hint. Be like, you'll need to make a power source. Find a book that will help. I cannot remember for the life of me. So we gotta be patient. All needed items from the house. So I must not have everything yet. And the one thing that I'm not really fond of with this game is the fact that it's like so dark. Like right there, you know, when it didn't give you an arrow, there was supposed to be like shadows moving or something.
Hi.
What do you think of Clara?
She's just a little severe until you get to know her.
And then?
I wouldn't know.
You're holding something back.
So what if I am? Need something?
How did you and Jessalyn meet?
I saw her one day and thought, this is the girl I'm gonna marry. Then I threw a rock at her face.
Like, metaphorically?
No, I was just a kid. I had a very limited game book. She still has a little scar. You can see it when she smiles. I'll never live that down.
I imagine things improved from there.
We became best friends. Then we grew up and became what we are. Or were. Or...
So you and Jessalyn must have dated for quite some time.
Actually didn't start dating until a year ago.
Really?
We both dated other people, but nothing worked out. One day Clara had enough and sat us down and said, everyone knows you're gonna get married. Go to it already. Jess was mortified. I took her out to the coast since that always cheered her up. We talked through the night, and by the time the sun came up, it just stopped sounding so silly.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Okay. Oh, now I know what we can do. We can go out here. And we can't, we can go this way, but we can't. Oh. Scavenger hunt. See, this is a scavenger hunt that the Addison and Jessalyn were working on. Oh, while we're out here, I'm gonna call Bess.
Bess's phone.
All right. Bonus, Ned. What are you two up to?
George is in New York.
So, she got the internship with that Technology of Tomorrow place?
Yeah, Ned and I were just planning a road trip for when you're back. I was in the middle of trying to convince Ned to grow a bad mustache so we can hang out in Brooklyn.
Not going to happen.
Someone has to, Ned, and George already said no. It was a really angry no, too. Anyway, did you make it to the island?
I did.
I've been doing a little research, and I can can see why Savannah sent you.
Why's that?
If I believed in ghosts, I wouldn't come within a few hundred miles of Black Rock Island.
I can definitely see why. Even I have to admit it does have a certain abyss gaze is also into you vibe to it.
Put that on a billboard.
I've got your back. I've been reading up on missing persons cases and hauntings.
Really? Oh, that's great.
I, on the other hand, have been watching videos of otters. So good at stacking things. Additionally, I've kidnapped Ned. I've been so bored since George left, and Ned's a very active listener.
Mm-hmm.
See? And he's also very quick to Stockholm.
Nickerson family trait. We like being liked.
Oh, thanks, you two. I want to catch you up on the case.
So it's a missing persons case, right?
Do you think she's actually missing?
I don't know. I've heard of runaway brides, but I don't think that's the case.
If it's a missing persons case, why aren't the police taking care of it?
Well, they are, but since she's an adult, there's only so much they can do.
Ned was telling me about the ghosts out there. Do you think maybe they're related?
Actually, I believe in this ghost.
Ned, do I have permission to do a spit take in your living room?
No.
I'm doing it anyway. Say that again.
Please don't.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stand down, Bess. The Nickersons are a tidy people.
I wasn't really gonna do it, guys. Unless someone made me laugh. And this is that super red soda that's still on the market, even though it's been linked to distractibility in 9 out of 10 Besses. Back to you. Are you finally trading in your Skeptics Club card?
And miss the dinner that probably won't happen this year? No way. People here believe in the ghost. I think if I don't take the ghost story at least a little seriously, I might miss something.
Smart.
Well, I hope so. I need help uncovering something in an old painting.
Look for some turpentine and some type of fabric to apply it with.
How do you know about painting restoration?
Well, I studied that in elementary school.
I need to charge a phone that has no charger.
I'm not good with koans. Ned?
Oh, I got this. I once made a potato battery by hooking up some wires.
Yeah, well, I once turned a potato into an abomination by forgetting about it for a year. Sorry. It's hard not to get jealous around Mr. Knows Things here. Continue being useful.
Actually, that's all I've got. If you find some potatoes or oranges and some alligator clips, that might get you part of the way there.
I met Jesselyn's mom.
Poor her.
Assuming she's innocent. What's your impression?
She's reserved. Can't fault her for that, but it does make her hard to read.
I've never been a mom, but I have owned my fair share of fish. And no way anyone can take care of something and even think of... Nancy, it's too sad. Can't do it.
I owe it to Jesselyn to distrust everyone, even her.
I know. This case is like a big, fat, tall cloud of sadness that's sitting in front of me and using its cell phone when it's not supposed to.
We just got back from a pretty rowdy opening night screening of the Relation Shipwreck. It was really bad.
All I want is to see the screen and to not deal with jerks, to have a movie-style romance, and for no one to get hurt ever. Find her, Nancy.
I'll do my best. Promise. I met Jesselyn's fiancé, Colton.
Where's he fall on the cute to guilty spectrum?
That's not a valid spectrum.
Like fun it isn't. Oh, is this because Ned is on the line?
No.
I'm not calling off the dogs. You're just going to have to find a way to tell me that balances the public's need to know with Ned's presumably fragile ego.
My ego is perfectly fine.
Is that so?
Nickerson men laugh in the face of insecurity.
That's so, Neddard? A test. Nancy, describe Colton's looks using the International Ned Cuteness Unit. We talking half a Ned, 2 Neds?
1/10 of a Ned.
That's very nice of you, Nancy, but no need to spare my feelings.
Good, because an underappraisal like that means he's way better looking than you.
Let's refocus.
Right. Ticking clock, kidnapping, etc. How guilty does he seem? For consistency, please state your answers in med units.
Couldn't tell you yet. He doesn't seem as worried as I'd expect, but maybe he's the type to internalize his feelings.
Huh. So that's a thing you can do?
The boyfriend is statistically favored when it comes to crimes like this. Try to get him talking about the relationship. I studied that in preschool.
See you later.
Bye!
See, I love Bess is awesome because Bess is just so. She's just so. I mean, she's perky, she's cute, she's funny, but she's just like, oh my gosh, you know. She's definitely obsessed with having a boyfriend. Anyway, let's call our other two people. Let's call Addison back since we found the scavenger list.
What's up?
The bedroom key is crossed out in the scavenger hunt. Do you know where it is?
No. Jessalyn must have found it, but I couldn't tell you where it is.
See you later.
Find Jess.
And let's call Savannah.
Hi, Nancy. Did you get the package I left for you?
Not yet.
Ask around. It should be there by now.
What have you been up to since we spoke last?
I've been teaching the road to know my will.
Are you working on the next book?
I've been running away from the next book. In an empty house that was filling up with chatty ghosts. But who knows? When I'm out of gas, maybe I'll have no choice but to listen to what they have to say. If they're interested, I'll send you a guy to prove. If they're not, guess I'll go teach.
Sorry. Mm-hmm.
See you later.
Y'all be careful now.
Alright, so. Now we'll go up here. This is the cemetery.
Hey!
Hey!
You're not Savannah.
No, but you must be Wade.
Is she with you? Are you the new assistant? What's his name, get canned or something?
Logan? I don't know. All I know is that she thought I'd be the right person for the case. She's not coming.
What did you just say?
She said she was sorry to send me, but nothing could get her to come here.
I never took her for a coward.
Well, she seemed pretty scared of the ghosts.
Ghosts? No, that ain't it. She's scared of seeing me. I hope Savannah understands the mess she dropped you in.
What kind of mess?
Take a look around and then you tell me. Who's more welcome here? The living or the dead? Anyway, Savannah had a package sent. I guess it must be for you. It's up in the house.
From what I understand, the Thornton family business is very successful.
Yep. We got money and all the trouble that buys.
Who runs the family company?
Clara.
Do you think that's fair?
No.
Would you like to run the company?
Good, sweet nonsense, no. Do not even imply that I'm after that to anyone.
Who else is here?
Clara, that's Jessalyn's mother. Colton, her fiancé.
Anyone else?
Depends what you mean by anyone.
Any other alive or verifiably real people?
No.
What do you think of Colton?
I do not like that shifty little punk. But I have said that about all Jesse's boyfriends. With him, I mean it a little extra. Something's crooked with the two of them together. I don't know if she can see it or not.
Why aren't you in the house?
I'm only on the island because Jessalyn's missing. Nothing's gonna get me in that house.
What's Clara's relationship to the rest of the family?
My cousin, Harper and Charlotte's cousin. She lived with the girls after her mama passed.
Does anyone actually live here?
No one lives out on the island, but just on the shore.
Do you know Savannah?
I did, once.
And now?
And now I don't.
How did you meet Savannah?
We went to the same bookstore.
You don't seem like the type.
I'll take that as a compliment and an insult.
How long ago was this?
A while. Gone now. It was a little old dark place. Carried these musty old books. Stuff that didn't exist anywhere else.
What kind of stuff?
All sorts. But I was there researching our family. Savannah had this way of reading, like there was something she needed to know real bad. One day I finally asked, "What is it you need to know so bad?" You know what she said?
What?
Nothing. She handed over the book she was reading and walked out. At first, I'm feeling a touch rejected, but then I look at the book.
What was the book?
That was the crazy thing. It was the Thorton family book of names. Births, deaths, marriage, and so on, going way back.
Why would she have that?
Why, indeed. I had to know. Took me some doing, but I tracked her down.
So you met Savannah because she was trying to find Charlotte's ghost?
One of those people who met her was Savannah. Ask her, and maybe she'll tell you about it. After that, she became obsessed with Thornton Hall. We got to know each other. I fell for her like a Black Tuesday banker. In the end, the landing was just as rough.
You said you were researching the family. Why?
After Charlotte died, that's when something I always knew came out shining so bright, I finally had to admit it. Long as it's been growing, the Thornton family tree's been split down the middle. The evil roots always trying to strangle out the good. I used to think I was on the side of good.
And now?
What do you think?
I don't know.
Yep, same here.
What did you mean about the family being split in two?
You wouldn't know by looking around here. Seeing the state we're in. But we're loaded.
What's that have to do with anything?
The Thornton family bought its money with blood, and not always our own.
And you think one part of the family had more to do with this than the other?
I don't speak ill of the dead, especially not when they're staring up at the soles of my boots. Look around. You'll see.
Were you close to Jessalyn?
Everyone was. Everyone is. She's the bright spot of happiness in this whole miserable family.
See you later.
Adios.
So that's Wade.
No need to jump, just me.
Can you tell me about some of these stones?
I'll tell you what I can. But sometimes it's best to just look and listen. That there is Clara's mother.
What can you tell me about her?
Not a great deal. She loved her secrets. Never even told Clara who her daddy was.
Why not?
Don't know. When Clara was about 10, Rosalie got real sick. Every day Clara would ask about her daddy. I think she was afraid of being left to fend for herself. But Rosalie wouldn't say.
Alright, so.
Harper Stone.
Harper?
Indeed. She ran away shortly after Charlotte died. Long enough that we thought we'd lost her too. One day she walked in the front door looking wild and thin as a spring sapling. Never said where she was. Her granddaddy was so mad he left the stone to remind her of what she'd put them through. She'd sit out there and read. Don't know if it was spite or if it made her feel at home. Knowing her, probably both. This blank one is my favorite.
Why is that?
Who doesn't want a celebrity in the family? Especially one that rubs all the wrong people the wrong way. The Gray Lady. In the Civil War, they say she was a spy, passing codes for the North. If you look, you can find some of her contraptions here. Her service gave the Thornton family this land.
Now, that's creepy. But that'll be a puzzle later on. Let's go this way.
Roger and Marie, side by side from the day they married to the day they died. Both real sweet. Charlotte and Harper's parents. May they rest in peace.
And they were in the book that we read upstairs. Oh, this is also creepy.
It's locked.
Alright, let's go around the other way here. We'll go look at the other stones.
That's Charlotte.
Dear sweet Charlotte, please come back. That's a sad inscription.
It was a sad time. None of us wanted to see her leave. We didn't expect it to become what it's become. Beauregard Thornton. Mean old codger. Virginia, my mother. Rest her soul.
Can you tell me anything about her?
Just that I miss her, and I always will. Luther, my daddy. Mama called him the king of slamming doors. He had a hot temper, but a soft heart, and no mind for business. He wasn't intuitive. He brought me out here to the stones. Taught me how to open my eyes, shut up, and listen. You rest well, Daddy. Want to hear a ghost? Check it out.
Have you always been a ghost hunting enthusiast?
I'm not exactly enthusiastic about the dead, no offense meant. But yes, I do find it interesting.
Why?
Life is a quest for truth, is it not? And death has a way of stripping away all pretensions.
That's pretty philosophical for a guy wearing boots.
You Northerners don't have a lock on big thinkers. We got plenty. Like Roscoe J. Redbrook and the Gimbltucky Boys, and I dare you to say their lyrics don't equal those of the Greek poets. And we got that old guy with the white suit and the chickens. Point is, I like
Sanders.
ghosts because they show me what is, not what I want to see. And wearing boots don't make you stupid. Makes you smart, if it's muddy.
Do you have a key to the crypts?
Sorry.
Can I listen to more recordings?
Sure.
Goodbye.
Get on out of here now.
Wade is he's a cranky old guy. But he ends up being really helpful. Like, I like the fact that he was more than willing to tell you about the tombstones. Anyway, so go back over here.
Huh. Well, what do you think happened to Jesselyn?
Yeah, I'm trying to avoid thinking about it. My mind can get caught up in a real dark place. You know, when things around me get bad.
What do you mean?
Ignore me. I've been up way too long.
Do you know anything about Clara's past?
No. It's funny you ask.
Why's that?
I could tell Jess had something to tell me about Clara. She'd get so close and just stop dead.
She never told you anything?
I know Clara's mom died when she was young, and she ended up living with her cousin's family. But that's it.
I'd better get going.
Bye.
By the way, keep notice of that, because that will wind up being important. Let's go talk to Clara again.
Yes?
Is there anything else I should know that might help me find Jesselyn?
Yeah. Keep a suspicious eye on Wade.
Wade didn't seem all that dangerous to me.
He neglected to tell you about his time spent in jail, I see.
As a matter of fact,
Wade's a nice guy when he wants to be. And only when he wants to be. I'm happy we have another set of eyes looking for Jessie. But I do hope you know what you're getting yourself into.
everyone else seems to be avoiding the house. Why are you in here?
You'll think I'm crazy.
Not after the day I've had.
Fair enough. I guess I want to be close to whatever it is that took Jesselyn.
See you later.
See you later, hon.
Okay.
Check.
So I like checking off things. Can't remember. I know you get nails, but I cannot remember where you get them from. Oh. Yeah, you gotta watch out for that. Oh yeah, we need that. I don't remember for the life of me where the nails are. Oh yeah, and we take that. Oh yeah, we get this. This is kind of cool. And the book. I like these stories. Yeah. Like, this is all the research that Savannah did. if I remember right. Yep.
What was that?
Okay. Let me put a paint thinner.
There's something back there. What is that? Are those graves?
Now, I don't know who that is supposed to be. If that's supposed to be Claire again? Or what? But, yeah, that's the creepiness. I don't remember. Where's that? Oh! There you go. Let's do this. Oh! Wait. Almost forgot. Where's the... There we go.
That's done. Check. Check.
Now, if I can remember... Where? Just, I cannot remember for the life of me where the nails are. So I'll take another one of those. Ah, dang it, I don't remember. I want to say it's in here, but I don't know. Hmm. I honestly, I don't remember. I know you find them pretty, but I don't remember where they are. So I'm gonna go look that up, and then next episode we'll start there. Anyway, you got your main menu, you got your save game, you got your load game, you got your options, which is basically voice, effects, music, you can do full screen or window, and fast conversation, which I'm not really sure what that is, and then help, and then resume game. So go to main menu, then say no because we already saved. And then you've got your options down here: new game, load game, options, help, extras, More Nance, Drew, and Quit. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll continue with this little game later. Thanks, guys, and I'll be uploading this shortly.